Like I didn't start wearing protection on my ears at work until much later. So there is damage there. So I get excited
when you hear sound.
By sound, and also like figuring out how to do things sometimes, like knowing that it's like I got some damage sound, you know? It makes me work harder. It makes me really appreciate it because it makes me nervous I'm going to lose it.
Why would you be nervous you're going to lose it, dude?
Yeah.
You just turned 40.
Yeah, no. See, hearing loss isn't always age-related. Like we just talked about, it's occupational hazard. My dad lost his hearing from like flying helicopters, but he won't admit that he lost it.
Really?
I'm at least admitting it.
You're at least admitting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what?
I'm going to age gracefully.
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to have a T-shirt that has all my problems on it.
So are you looking to age like Mrs. Roper?
Oh, God. If I can age into Mrs. Roper, that would be awesome. Like, that's a cool life. She was pretty happy. Like.
Yeah, but she wasn't getting it from Mr. Roper.
Yeah, but she was getting it from life.
She was getting it from life?
Yeah.
And all those caftans?
Mrs. Roper was a tease. Mrs. Roper wasn't looking to be sleeping with everybody. She was flirting because she was like, this is fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I got another one for you. Which Golden Girl would you age gracefully as?
I mean,
You can only pick one.
You can only pick one. I think I'm going to have to go Dorothy.
Wait, you're going to go Dorothy?
Yeah.
But she was the meanest one.
Was she mean? No, she was the most educated, and she knew better and had to deal with some stupid things.
You know what? You're right, because every time there was like a very special episode, or there was like, you know, in the studio audience was like, woo! It was always Dorothy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was Blanche. It was that one time with Blanche, with her gay son.
Dorothy had the most to gain, you know, because it's like for her, she got divorced, right? And she had to like restart her life.
Right.
The other two, they were widowed. So it wasn't like they felt like a failure in a sense, right? It was just like, this is what happens in life. And then they kind of like, they continue on. But they had that great love that was successful, you know? So for Dorothy, like, okay, she put herself out there.
Okay.
And she was like, she was like challenging herself, and I think she showed the most growth on the show.
Wait, she showed the most growth?
Yeah.
Not Rose. Rose was like, wait, didn't Rose ended up doing? She was on the news. She was an anchor woman.
Yeah.
And didn't she run a charity or something?
Oh, Rose did so many things. Like, it's actually amazing that the things that they got involved in when they all restarted their lives in Miami. Because you're like, how is it possible?
Miami, it's a hell of a town, Miami.
Blue sunshine, sun by the mile. I was watching that episode the other day.
Dude.
An episode a day. It just keeps you sane.
So what I'm getting is this sense, Meghan. I'm getting that you are looking to combine Mrs. Roper and her being able to get it from life, and then a little bit of Dorothy to keep it real and keep it grounded.
Keep it strong.
So it's like a hybrid.
Like, that's an awesome hybrid.
Oh.
Mrs. Roper and Dorothy Zbornak. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Maestro, a little octane, please. Oh, my God.
All right, little lady. And then Rose comes in and does those flips, and I just love watching them because you're like,
oh, my God.
Obviously, that is not her. You know, like,
you know
what a great stunt person.
I was fooled.
Beautiful
when
editing.
When I was like, what was it, maybe 8, 9, whatever it was, I was fooled. I was like, oh, this old white lady's doing some flips.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my goodness. And then you see the syndication, you're like, oh, no.
Yeah. See, we should never have advanced editing from there.
Never.
That's where we should have stopped.
Because every action show back in the day, the editing was atrocious. It was like you saw the dude with the different haircut, and they're doing the jump, and it's like then the star like rolls, and it's like, oh, yeah. But I like your idea about being a hybrid. That is amazing. Dorothy Zabornak, Mrs. Roper. That is awesome.
Yeah, and such great outfits.
Yes. No, whoa. I go as far as Mrs. Roper in the caftans, but those shoulder pads.
Dorothy,
you're doing shoulder pads.
Dorothy
they all
has
look
some
like
real good stuff.
They all dress like linebackers back then. Let me tell you something.
Oh yeah.
When I used to do the laundry back in the day, my mom had those blouses looking like Angela Bauer.
Yeah.
And then like the shoulder pad had the Velcro. I was like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is ridiculous. And then the shoulder pad would lose its pad from all the washing. So then it's like this weird, lumpy, like, epaulette or whatever you want to. Epaulette. Bam.
That's a good one.
Well, you said occupational.
Nah, that one's not fancy.
That's okay.
You're better. You did better.
You better.
Well, so being born in 84, when I was like 5,
right.
In 89, and I'm getting like hand-me-downs, and
right.
they all have shoulder pads in it, I had to have a conversation with my mom as a 5-year-old about why I didn't want to wear shoulder pads. It's like, she was just letting me walk around. It's like, what is going on here?
Angela.
But then they're so conservative.
Angela.
You're just like, what are you dressing me up like a little
Samantha.
tiny little business lady? Like,
yo, you were that neighbor. See, it's all coming back now to, again, wacky neighbor shenanigans.
yeah.
Now you're dressed up like you're Angela Bauer. You're running an agency. Did you have the big glasses too? Like, oh my God.
Big glasses.
What the hell was her name? Diane Keaton?
Oh, the bigger the better.
So again, this is a hybrid. Mrs. Roper, Dorothy Zabornak. We are the Baked Sales Sessions, and would you believe it? It is episode number 8.
Wow.
And the name, I came up with the name last night. Dani knows the name.
Okay.
No, does Dani know the name? Do you know the name, Dani?
I do.
Yes. So I shared it with Dani because everybody knows you don't like guardrails.
Right.
You don't like guardrails. So the name of the episode is Orange Rolls Runtz. Because runts are like talkative, and because of why I need a session today, orange is very like light and airy, and it's great for the spring and all the good weather and all that other fun stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I named it Orange Rolls Runts.
Orange is happy.
Yeah.
Happy in spring, and it's calming in fall.
But I have to tell you something really funny. I was looking up other like name ideas. The cannabis industry really has an affinity for the baking arts.
Yeah.
For the baking arts. I tried like combinations of like lemon, blueberry, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I can't use that. It already exists. The point is to make something that doesn't exist and just make it up and be whimsical.
You keep your names are so good.
Whoa.
That they already exist.
Are you serious?
I think that's like you're on the right path.
I think
like
no,
if
we are.
Yes, but you do come up with a name. So I would like to give you the credit as the
Thank
author
you.
for each episode.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you think this out.
I try.
Yeah.
I try, but I did mess up today. I didn't have all the calendar information. I was like, oh my God, I gotta like really tighten it up. I gotta tighten that up. Did you say
I know, it's Mercury retrograde, so it's fine.
Hey!
Communication issues are gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah, you just gotta like take it and pick it up
and
move on.
And move on.
Yeah.
But you know why I need
Can't
to have
stress.
a sesh?
Why?
Because it's gonna be 80 degrees today.
79.
No. No, it doesn't matter. We are rounding
Sorry,
up.
something the wacky neighbor says just pops their head in. Oh, no, it's going to be 79.
We'll be right back after
We got to
these
get a
messages.
lock on that window.
Oh, but dude, it's gonna be like 79 degrees,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what am I supposed to wear?
Yeah.
I'm like going insane trying to figure out what to wear, and then I'm like looking at the wait a minute. If there's a high, there has to be a low.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
so-
low is beautiful.
The low is not beautiful. Why are you cackling like that? Because you know what is coming.
Mother Nature is amazing.
You know
We're
what's
gonna
coming.
experience so much today.
Dude,
I know, it's a weekend.
Dude.
I'm living it up.
it's gonna be 49 tonight.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen? That That's what's going to happen. I've already, on the walk to the studio from the subway station, sundress after sundress after sundress. The toes are out. Dudes they're wearing their cargo shorts, and I'm like, it's going to be 49 tonight. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
And I'm already paying the price because I'm a dummy, 2 dummies on a couch.
Sure.
And what am I wearing right now? Is it orange?
The red.
It's a red tracksuit. I am rocking a red tracksuit, okay? And when I took this train to start the journey, I was like, oh, I feel vindicated. It's nippy. It's brisk. Yeah. It's the spring.
Oh, I properly dressed for today.
That's
Good
right.
For me. I
Good
remember
for
how
me.
Seasons work.
Ha 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 ha. That is correct. And then what happens when I get up out of these steps out here? Oh, sun is shining. The weather is sweet, yo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no, I feel the sweat on my neck already.
Yep.
And I'm wearing a black T-shirt.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's New York, so you know what I mean. It's black is like, here you go. Are you ready for this?
The blacks are normal.
Bam.
Oh, that's fun with Skeletor.
Till we meet again. And that's why I want to have a session, because I can't deal with this ridiculous weather.
Can I tell you a real quick Skeletor story? So I have 2 older brothers.
Right.
And I was really into My Little Ponies more than Barbie, but I had Barbie and My Little Ponies.
Aww.
But also there was no Barbie house or anything, which was great because we had Skeletor's castle.
Oh my God.
My mom was just like, just use Skeletor's castle. So when my brothers and were in school and I'd be playing by myself, it was be like My Little Ponies, Barbies, and all He-Man and G.I. Joes came out too. It was.
You had the intermingling.
There was a lot of representation.
The intermingling of the toys. That is always amazing.
Yeah, but taking place in Skeletor.
But dude, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's just a fun share.
Exactly. That's when worlds collide.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about with our pod. Worlds are always colliding because
Everything
we don't really
together.
know jack about cannabis.
Yeah, we're learning.
We're learning as you are.
Yeah.
So again, back to the session. On the train right here, I started spiraling.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm like, oh my God, it's already going to be 80 degrees.
Oh, you're freaking out. You're freaking out about the weather.
Can you imagine?
Oh, no. Oh, no, it's going to get me. The weather is going to get me.
It is going to get me. You know where it gets us? On that subway platform.
Oh,
because that subway platform is like 15 degrees hotter. Okay? And the only air conditioning we have is when a train pulls in and circulates all that funk air.
Ooh, that beautiful train breeze.
That train breeze.
Love it.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, I need to have a session. So then I saw you outside the studio. I was like, and I'm feeling at ease.
Yeah.
Because you know what we took down? It was Nanticoke Fugue State or Fugway State. It's spelled Fugue.
Okay.
Sativa, very smooth.
Oh, like a Segway, but a Fugway.
Yes. Is somebody laughing? Did somebody just laugh?
No, I said,
Oh, you said, ooh. Oh, my goodness. For everyone who doesn't know, this is super personality, the illustrious, the ambitious, the spontaneous Danielle Dutch, also known as Rollup Barbie, also known as, can I say your government, Danielle Ray?
Yeah.
I love that you asked if you could say her full name, and you said her full name, but then got the permission afterwards.
Well, wait a minute. No, there was a strategy.
We could have edited it.
Exactly. So it was like the setup. It was the edit setup. Dom knows what I'm talking about because I was like doing it real slow. I was Wait. So I was like...
No, that was just really enjoyable. That was for me. That was a moment for me.
I have a question. Check. Is it okay, check, if I ask your full government name? Check. And then I'm like, I'm going to be sitting at my laptop. I'm like, okay, 23:45. Yes. 24:15. Yes. And then edit.
Yeah.
Strategy. But again, this is the illustrious, the amazing, super talented bud tender, Dani Dutch.
Welcome.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. Cheers.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
I'm smoking on strawberry cherry gelato right now.
Ooh, that sounds very divine. How would you describe it?
It's definitely got like the sweeter citrusy. That's kind of my vibe. I go for like cakes, cookies, and like fruity named strains because typically they have like that terpene profile that I'm looking for.
Oh, very nice. So that's the terp. That's the terp profile you're looking for. You don't want anything like woodsy or piney or anything like that.
Personally, for me, correct.
Okay.
But a lot of people love the pinene and the earthy, woodsy. Yeah, if I see cake, cookie, or any type of fruit name, that's the one I'm going for.
I have a follow-up question, and this is now just about profiles. Would you say the same for the candles you like to burn?
Oh my gosh. That is so weird.
Because I do love like a woodsy candle scent. Sometimes I like the smell of dumb man. You know?
Or no mansplaining.
Yeah, I can't really explain it, but I'm like, this one smells like dumb man. I love it.
Dumb man is what? Douchebag bag?
No, it's woodsy. You know, like it's good. It's good, dumb man. You know,
I have mandarin, pineapple, and Fruit Loops for candles right now.
Wow,
so
Fruit
Loops. On point.
Okay, so you like the sweet smoke and the sweet sweet fire? I don't know. I guess they're both sweet smokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweet smoke, new screen name next time I get banned.
Oh my goodness.
Thank
you know what? That's something else that we're gonna dive into also, Meghan. What I've talked about previous episodes briefly. So Dani Dutch, Rollup Barbie. I've seen several iterations of her page on IG because it constantly is taken down.
Oh man. Means you're doing something right.
Well, there may be haters or...
You know what? I read the guidelines. I'm not doing anything wrong, so I really don't understand. But yeah.
Yep. People are investing their time to try to take you down, which is really annoying, but also, in a sense, it's like, wow, thank you guys so much for knowing that I'm awesome. And you want to keep bringing it away.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
It used to be educational. No, it's not anymore.
Well, I mean, you could still do educational if you wanted to.
Yeah, I really used to focus on like strain highlights, and that's just major trigger words. Like, so I'm thinking about how I'm figuring it out.
Wow,
because I like talking terpenes and I like talking cannabinoids. That's my bag.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we got to find a way to get you to talk about cannabinoids and terpenes. Let's try to do that now. And then we also got to figure out how we're going to make sure, even though you're following guidelines, and any other creator out there, how they can, avoid any sort of penalty from these social media sites.
Yeah. Is it like words are getting picked up, but if it says something on the screen, can you get away with that?
With mine, it's just everything at this point. I think they flag your SIM card is what I'm finding out.
Oh.
Because like every day I get 5 new flags and I'll appeal them and I win most of the appeals. And then they say, oh, it actually follows guidelines.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, and you know where I'm going to head right into. How is it that you have material or posts that are explicit and border and like towing the line? Like, how do you deal with that?
Well, actually, my friend Tia Bunny taught me a couple hacks that if something gets flagged, I can archive it and bring it back later on. So I've been trying that technique, and that's pretty interesting. But so basically, you can't post anything that attempts to buy, sell, trade, donate, or gift or ask for marijuana and products containing THC or related psychoactive components. Exact words. You are allowed to promote, coordinate, speak positively about, encourage, provide instructions on how to use or make marijuana and products containing THC. You are allowed to post business-related content posted by marijuana dispensaries where there's no attempts to buy, sell, or trade. Content that attempts to buy, sell, trade, donate, or ask for CBD is allowed. All of these things are allowed as long as you set your profile to like 18 over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's something I learned in the process of all of this. I didn't always know this.
I'm actually surprised that it's 18. They're not making it 21.
Yeah.
Well, they got oh, sorry. I mean, they gotta keep them while they're still, young and stuff. Don't you think? I mean,
and that's because the medicinal. That's the only like tie I have. But still, this is worldwide. So why did they choose 18? I don't know.
And how does explicit material like get slipped under the radar? Like, I don't understand it.
Oh gosh.
I don't get it. And I, again, not knocking the folks that engage in that, but how are they able to circumvent?
Circumvent, that's a good one.
How are they able to circumvent all these regulations?
It's amazing. No clue.
So tell me more about, are you moving around a little bit?
Oh, sorry. Let me get my... Okay, is that better?
There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to startle you because I know you're chilling right now with your strawberry gelato.
Yeah, no, and people I guess my phone's old, a little outdated. So yeah, I'm a little.
Oh no,
crunchy.
I'm right there with you. Like, if you could see my OtterBox right now, it looks like I ate it.
Yeah.
And like Meghan can relate to this because of self-tapes. I take it apart, put it back together, take it apart, put it back together, so it's all cracked up. But the best part is my carrier, they've been texting me, "Hey, buddy, it's almost time, right, to get a new device."
Oh, it's time to get an upgrade?
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, man, it's only like $9.99. Why not? Come on, relax. You want this new phone."
Yeah, no, this one works.
Yeah, it works.
You just got to get a new case.
No. Planned. Oh, here comes another big word. Yes. Okay. Planned obsolescence.
Oh.
My battery right now is 75%. It was 100 like an hour ago.
Oh, so the batteries. That's when it's time.
Like, you can't what is it? No worries. You can't crack it open. You can't do anything or whatever.
See, on mine, I have a lot of protective stuff on now, but it's been smashed around the camera, but the camera still works. And I smashed this 2 weeks, of course, after I got it, over 5 years ago.
What?
So, yep, I just got a good case after my last one also.
Dude.
I work those cases
until
they smash, pretty much.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But the phone works.
And the phone works, self-tapes, everything, all good.
Yeah, but until the battery starts dying or apps won't update anymore.
Then it's over.
That's when you're like, ugh, now I have to go.
Exactly. Now you
get
have
myself
to go.
on a new plan.
Exactly.
How much do I owe you a month? Great.
So, Dani, I got a question for you. How is your strawberry gelato treating you right now?
It's good. I finished it, and now I am going to try CBG cake. Or no, I'm sorry. Lifter from Supernaturals.
What is Lifters?
So Lifter is unique because it actually has tons of CBD in it. There's not much flour on the market right now high in CBD, and there's a lot of medicinal people looking for that. So that's like something they need to figure out. But yeah, they have a pre-roll that's 11% THC. So it's super low THC, but 9% CBD.
Wow, very nice. So that's for for somebody that wants to really be still and rest or sleep or whatever.
Yeah, it could be really good for pain, obviously relaxation, calming the mind. It can be slightly uplifting too because it's not high THC.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Calming the mind is good. Calming the mind
all need
is
that.
Good.
It's more of an experience than getting stoned.
Oh, very nice.
Like what kind of experience?
Oh my gosh, they have these lavender rose spliffs.
Ooh.
Talk about experience. That one everyone should try at least once.
Really?
Yeah, it's low THC because it's blended with lavender and rose, but it tastes amazing.
Oh my
Look at it's
gosh.
turning into like a
That sounds
supernatural.
delightful.
That does sound delightful.
I don't work for them.
I love that. But you know what else would be delightful? How about you and I step outside and have another quick smoky smoke break?
Well, let's do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
But you won't.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We'll be right back with more of Rollup Barbie Dani Dutch coming up on the Bake Sale Session podcast. Stay tuned.
Ooh.
How you feeling, Dani? Ready, Dani?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Hey, and welcome back. We are here once again with the superstar general manager of which dispensary, Dani?
I'm in Transcend Wellness in Troy, New York.
Ooh, the
Nice.
general manager of Transcend Wellness in Troy, New York. Let's give it up. Oh my goodness, for
Hey.
Rollup Barbie, aka Dani Dutch. Welcome. How you feeling?
Good morning. I'm feeling pretty lifted. I am this morning. Had a nice wake and bake.
Yo,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that at all. Oh my goodness, what were you waking and baking on?
Let's see. So strawberry cherry gelato and Lifter by Supernaturals, which is 1-to-1 THC and CBD. So it's low THC, high CBD.
Love that. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Meghan,
Nice.
what is up? What's going on with you?
I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good too?
Yeah.
I know we had our little Nanty Coke, Fug You State,
Yeah.
and we're feeling good.
It's like keeping me focused, but I feel like I'm watching. You know, I'm like, ooh, what's happening around me? Like, but I'm like really excited. You know?
You sound
I'm-
like my cat.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a squirrel, I was going to say, but it could be like a cat, like being like, huh, what's going on over there? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, look, it's a bird. A bird. Huh. There's two birds. That's crazy. Where do those birds come from?
Oh my
Have they-
God.
Have birds always been outside my window? Oh, well.
You are ridiculous,
I love
Meghan.
watching the birds with my cats.
Are you
Oh.
serious? What?
We get so many that visit us.
No.
I saw a woodpecker yesterday.
Are you serious?
Yo, their heads are so bright red. It was crazy. I was like, wait a minute.
What?
This is real.
Dude, you know how
Mhm.
lucky you are? You have a cat that likes to look out the window.
Yeah.
My cat watches TV with me.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Like I'll the sofa, the ottoman, legs crossed. She's on one thigh, full loaf, just
Yes.
vibing.
Ugh,
Vibing.
Oh
I love
my
it. One of my cats still sit with me.
Aw.
But it's not like they're watching TV. Do you leave the TV on for them?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But we put on like the what is it? The music loops,
Okay.
that lo-fi stuff.
Uh,
But she doesn't care.
I put on pandas. There's pandas on YouTube. I keep it on mute, but it's just pandas in this place called Happiness Village, somewhere in China. There's a few live feeds of pandas in China. I recommend it. And then bears in the summertime in Alaska. We'll get to that another time. But you know what I am really interested in? Because I love to bring this all back to where we started. So, Danielle, we have actually been talking the past few weeks about how like different dispensaries have like different bud tender styles. And some are more professional, some are more laid back. But what is it that you look for when
Yeah, so-
you're looking for bud tenders?
We were really so we're a wellness focused dispensary, and we really like organize the products by like mood or effect instead of like brand or categories. We have like an energy section, a rest section, we have an arousal section, we have an
Ooh.
appetite, because some cannabis will actually like mitigate like your appetite, will actually decrease it, not give you munchies. So that's another story. That's a special cannabinoid. But for the most part, we wanted to make sure that our guides, we call them guides here, are very well rounded, and obviously have experience with the plant, as much experience as possible. But we were looking for people who already are receptive to new ideas, because studies and research is just ongoing, and also still kind of current for the most part, because as research is coming out, we're finding that there's a lot of benefits in like the other cannabinoids in the plant and the flavonoids and the terpenes. So it's not just about THC. People talk about the entourage effect. It's getting like the benefits of the whole plant, full spectrum, instead of just isolating like the THC and using that. So we want to make sure our guides are educated on that and receptive to new training on that. And we have a few, like one of ours, Tegan, she's a professional weaver, like weaving textiles, like on looms.
Oh, wow.
She like hosts classes and stuff, but she also on the side she had it was called like hire weaving, and she like basically she taught stoned weaving classes.
That's
so we were just
cool.
looking for people who are legacy, but still open to new ideas and kind of moldable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a really great team.
I feel like I'm planning a weekend trip up to Troy, New York. It just sounds so magical.
It does sound magical. Are you going to do the high on weaving class?
That sounds great.
Oh my gosh,
that does sound good.
And the paint puffs.
Oh my God.
I've never used a loom, but I would like to use a loom at one point in my life. But like being high and learning how to use the loom, that sounds like a great day.
Did you just hear that, everybody?
I said loom so many times.
But like using the loom? But like using the loom.
But you want to use the loom.
But you want to use the loom?
But you got to use the loom.
But you do got to use the loom.
You sound crazy when you say loom over and over again, but you know what? It sounds great.
But I love that. So to piggyback off of Meghan, like with the specificity, specificity, and what you're looking for, how do you feel about the use of apps and kiosks in your location?
Oh yeah.
So originally the partners were pretty heavy on the kiosk and app use. I got it down to one kiosk in store basically, and I'd say like 2 customers a day use it. Most of the time, I think we've kind of earned our reputation too, with the regulars, that we are knowledgeable about the product. So most of the times they just come straight to us because there's always new things coming in too. So they're like, what's closest to that Girl Scout that I got last week? And, like, get any new indicas? Or they just come to us at this point. So my personal feelings is it's a good tool to have there, if needed, but don't make it a requirement.
Yeah.
I think
that seems to be the overall consensus so far. With
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's like the kiosks. It's part of the future, and it's kind of like, all right, it's helpful. Leave it there, but not so much. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to lean on it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I feel like where this is going to head is like cannabis is going to be one of the few industries that still require face-to-face interaction.
It's important.
It is important.
Yeah.
Like, what is it like when you have like a first-timer come in? What is it like for them?
Deer in headlights at first, but I think the way that we organize the products, it helps a little bit, because usually if it's someone new, they're like, okay, I need something like for my back pain and someone told me to try here, or they're like, someone told me this might help me relax a little bit, or so then we can just be like, all right, let's go walk over to this wall and take a look at, do you want to smoke it? Do you want to eat it? Do you want to rub it on your skin? There's pills, drinks, icy pops. There's a lot of fun stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
yeah.
Icy pop.
Yeah, you didn't see the icy pops? Yeah, they're out there.
Ooh, I got it. That sounds.
Well, wait, you have your own box you still have to get through anyway.
I got a lot. Yeah, I got a lot.
You got a lot.
Yeah. Actually I can, because I have a juice in this, so I can make my own icy pop.
There you go. See?
Look at that.
There's so much.
We just took care of it.
We just did, but there's so much. Like, so how do you guys? Yeah, the deer in headlights is a big thing. Deer in headlights is a big thing. So is there like? So last week, what did Spiro say? Like 35 minutes it took with one newbie. Has it ever taken that long with deer in headlights new customer? 35 minutes?
Yeah. So I think average for dispensaries in general is like a customer's in and out within 5 minutes. But I feel like at our place, that's not even kind of close. We have some people that just like hang out and will just talk to us for like 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So I would say for our place, yeah, we actually do see that a lot, especially for the new people. But I don't think maybe it is. maybe it's becoming the new norm.
Well, I mean, when the the consumption lounges come into play, because they're supposed to be coming in New Jersey soon, I think.
Okay, well, I think that would make sense because they already have them set up, but it's not flour. What is it's like a lot of it. I think it's synthetic
or vapes or something. Or,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like weird loopholes right now, but yeah, people are waiting for the regulations for consumption. I know 400 River in Troy, they're going to be one of the first people, I think, to have one because they have everything already set. They're just waiting on the regulation to be made.
Wait, so that means they've got like the ventilation and oh my goodness.
Is it the dispensary now? And I think when they were like building it, I don't know. That's part of
my God. Now. So wait a minute, how far is Troy from New York City again?
Probably like 3.5, 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Albany.
It's a beautiful weekend getaway up in Troy, New York. Get out of New York City and go see what else New York has to offer.
I love New York.
Yeah, normally we come down there.
Well, if this becomes the first like consumption lounge, woo! Oh, buddy, that is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It sounds so nice.
It really does. Everyone's going to be nice and mellow, I hope.
It's not going to be comparable to bars. It'll probably be more comparable to like bookstores than bars.
And that sounds great. Actually,
that's fine.
That was like dream words.
That's fine. Yeah. You know why? Because there's no this. What?
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of that.
Yeah. And then on your walk home, you're like, what were they saying to me?
Exactly.
And then you're piecing together the conversation. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have laughed at that point.
No.
That was actually, they were telling me something really sad, but I couldn't hear.
And what about your stomach with all the booze, the beer, the wine,
bad
the
choices.
shots? I like what you're cooking, Dani. It's going to be more like a bookstore. That sounds so
And
amazing.
I would love to like open like a paint and puff consumption lounge, you know, or like arts and crafts consumption lounge.
Nice.
It's just crafts and consumption.
Well, I think you're already going to make it happen because you know why. Did you say we're in retrograde?
Yeah.
So you just put it out into the universe. It's going to happen.
Ooh.
It's going to happen. Oh, and you know what? Wait a minute. You know what? Because of that business, you are going to be Teflon on social media because of that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like 10 accounts down.
No. Not 10 accounts down. No.
No, because the first time it happened, they like wouldn't let any new account I made. It was instantly disabled like that day before I even did anything. Yeah, so I did like the first 2 days I didn't know what was going on. I just kept making new accounts like a dummy, and they just kept getting swiped. So I was like, I did 7 in like 2 days one time. I was like, all right, I need to stop. And then I like took a hiatus.
You know, when you said 10 accounts down, that for a moment made my mind go to 27 Dresses. And then I was like, what a fun movie this would be. 10 accounts down. Like, it's just about like trying to like put your business up there. But I don't know. There's something there.
And then,
oh my gosh, you just wrote a script.
And then, wait a minute. So the love interest is the engineer at the app?
Why do we need a love interest?
Oh, I'm seeing.
Maybe it's self-love.
Ooh.
Self-love and determination.
I was going.
But if we want, we can make it the engineer. An engineer, that's a cute job because it's on the inside, and we have to figure out where it's going. And maybe this engineer's like, "This isn't right," and then the engineer steps up
if you could see
and does the right
rolls
thing.
That are happening right now, Dani,
it just naturally happens at this point.
The smackdown that I am getting right now.
There's no hate.
Here,
there's no hate.
yes,
These eyes have. I don't control them anymore. I don't. That's why for my hospitality job, I can only do. I'm only be behind the scenes because I can lie with my voice. I can't lie with my face anymore. That's just the God honest truth. So yeah, see, I could because it's like I'm not eye rolling, but the eyes are rolling. You know, it's like
you know when you feel that energy, Dani?
It's disconnected from me.
Do you know
it's
when
not
you feel
even
that energy?
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to be nice and sweet, nice and cute, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go Hallmark. it's an engineer, and then, they have some weird meet cute or something, and then there's the big misunderstanding, and then the big boss businessman is like, that account is safe. And then they fall in love and kiss, and then the credits roll.
And then I came in and ruined it, and I said, no, there's the revolution, and we don't need no man or woman because it doesn't matter. We didn't put a gender on the engineer, but do we need love to define us? No, but everything's great. There's many wolves inside of me, and I love wolves.
Oh, Dani, if you could see, she's as red as my tracksuit right now.
I'm not.
And it is not looking good right now to Dani. See, I just stuttered. You just made me stutter. I was like, Dani. So wait a minute. So
I'm making you nervous by doing nothing. See, I'm doing nothing. I have witnesses.
Dom is looking at the gauges on the screen.
Yeah.
And our good friend, the illustrious Karen, who is taking care of all the business right here, she is taking care of business on her phone right now. She ain't worried about us.
Yeah.
But you know what I am worried about? Making sure this manifestation happens.
Oh, yeah.
The Arts and Crafts Consumption Lounge Studio in Troy, New York, in the Capital Region is going to happen.
No, it won't be in Troy.
Okay, it'll be in the Capital Region.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen. And you are going to circumvent all of social media's, jackassery.
Yeah. I've heard if you get verified, it helps, but I don't want to pay them because they just did all this to me.
No.
Yeah. And they don't know how to spend their money.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And we're going to leave that alone, too. They don't know how to spend their money. It's okay. They don't know how to spend their money.
They're not.
I don't want that blue check either. I don't want that blue check.
No.
I kind of enjoy having a private account. I kind of enjoy it.
Nice.
Because I get to be like, I have no idea who this is. They don't follow anyone that I follow, so no. Scram.
Get out of here.
Because I see like comedians, like they'll have 10, 15, 20, 35,000 followers, and you comment, and you see like the account is a blank avatar, 0 posts, followers, and following.
Yeah.
So you're like, you got bots, man.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the bots.
Yeah. You just ignore the bots, and then the bots disappear.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just don't respond or interact with the bots.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's how we kill the bots.
That's how we kill the bots?
Yeah, because they need interaction in order to continue.
I like that.
Yeah. In bot world, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's around, it didn't happen because the bot didn't see it.
What?
Yeah, that's how bot world works.
Wow.
Okay.
Human world, there was definitely a sound.
Dude, you are blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Is your mind blown, Dani?
I think it'll make more sense when I re-listen to this not stoned.
Okay, so listen,
that's
Dani.
a lot of things that I say.
Really? What?
Log it in. Think about it later.
Merch. Log it in. Now, is there log it in 3 dots?
I want it to be maybe a beaver holding a log. That has a little construction hat on.
Dude, make it happen. Make it happen. Mercury retrograde. Now, Dani, I need to know, where can we find you? This week.
At work in Troy, New York.
Transcend Wellness, Troy, New York. Okay, but then your Instagram is?
Rollup.Barbie. And then Danielle Ray.
Okay.
Which, kudos on pronouncing that right, because I spell it weird.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the light applause.
Yeah.
Thank you for the light applause.
Yes, thank you. It's on the record.
Yeah.
It is on the record. I just wish your applause was a little more boisterous than, your anti-romance rant. But, that's okay.
We don't always get what we want.
Oh! You don't always get what you want.
You get what you need.
But you don't always get what you need. So wait, Danielle Ray,
Rollup Barbie for now.
Rollup.Barbie.
Rollup.Barbie, because Rollup Barbie was disabled.
Yes.
And I'm probably going to make a new one, Stoned Swifty, soon, because this one is just flagged with bots. But we plan on getting a new phone plan, so when I switch, I'll do it then.
I love that for you. I super, super duper love that for you. Now, I got another question for you. Would you be open to continuing this conversation on a later date? Because I feel like there's a lot to learn, and the people definitely need to learn more. And with that, I want to say thank you, Rollup Barbie, Dani Dutch, Danielle Ray. Thank you so much for joining us and taking time out of your day to talk with us.
Thank you so much. This has been fun. It was a fun
No problem. Get that coffee, and you know what? We're going to get some coffee too, because you know what? Episode 8, Orange Rolls Runtz, is in the books, and we are out. We love you all. See ya.